everyone, and welcome back to the Let's Play. This is episode 4, and in today's episode, I think we're gonna build the starter house I promised you in the last episode. Not much of a starter house anymore since we have waited so long. Most people build their starter house in episode 1, but we got delayed. First, I want to address this. I bone mealed the lake. I think it makes it look a lot better. It gives it some life. It took me a lot of bone meal to actually do this. I did it off camera, and I added some leaves too. So I went in and I placed down some leaves around the dock. It kind of makes it look like maybe some washed up seaweed or some vines that have grown there. And I think that makes it look a lot better than what it was before. I also added a little wheat farm here because I've been struggling with food source, or having a food source in the early game. I found a village and I lived off the bread from the village for a while, but that was pretty much it. I've got 8 pieces left. So we're going to solve the food problem in today's episode as well. I'm going to build a sweetberry farm. I got this design from a YouTuber called Waddles. You can look him up. It'll be the first thing that pops up if you type it in correctly. And I might leave a link in the description if I remember. But basically, it starts off with 2 fence posts, and you can make it as long as you want. I'm going to go 7. I think this is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 7? 3, 6, 7. Yep. And then I place spruce trapdoors on top of those, and you just fill the rest in with spruce slabs or whatever wood type you're using. And then you can place your sweet berries underneath, and this prevents you from taking damage when you walk into a fully grown sweet berry bush. They're really easy to harvest still, so it's not really that big of a deal to have it on top. It looks relatively decent. Let me just build the last one here. I'm only going to have 2. I think 2 should suffice, and I'm going to put a barrel as well. See if I can craft one. I think that should be the right amount. Yeah. And I'm going to place this barrel here. And I'm going to place all the excess sweet berries. As you can see, these grow really fast. This one's already fully grown. We just need it to grow one more time to get actual berries on there, and you just right click it and it drops them. And I'm going to put all the excess berries right in here. And they should amass really quickly, but I think now we'll start on the starter base. I'm gonna put it somewhere around here. I'll mark it out for you guys. I like to start off with a foundation. Most people do wireframing first, but I like to start off with the foundation so I have a general idea of where it's gonna be and what it's gonna look like there. So I'm gonna do a 9x9 square at first, so it's 3, 6. I think I did one too many. 3, 6. Yeah, I did. Let's see. I'm gonna move it 1 block this way, and then there'll be a pillar right here. Okay, yeah, that'll be good. So now we go 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. 4. Okay, yeah, that's right. 3, 6, 9. And then I'm gonna fill it in with dark oak. I like dark oak as floors. That's my favorite. You can use any kind you want, but just make sure it contrasts with the wall good enough so it doesn't, just all blend together. I'm gonna use these leftover slabs just because we made way too many last episode and I need to get rid of them. This house is going to be raised by 1. That's why we're building the first block out of stone, this first little layer out of stone. You could also use brick or stone brick. Did I do this wrong? Okay, I did this wrong, and I forgot to mention this, but I have a texture pack installed. It's called... Don't worry about that. That's for a data pack I have on a server. I have a Vanilla Tweaks. It's a site. You can look up vanillatweaks.net, I think it is. It's made by one of the hermit crafters, and you just pick and choose what you like. And I chose one that makes andesite bricks, granite bricks, and diorite bricks look more like, or polished andesite and stuff look more like stone bricks. And I like this a lot better because it allows me to texture stone bricks a lot easier. And that's what we're going to be using in this episode. I'm going to replace this with normal stone bricks real quick, because I accidentally used the wrong one. So we just fill in this with our floor block of choice, and I will be right back when I'm finished. I finished the floor, so now I'm going to go around and texture these stone bricks with some andesite bricks. And you see it's very similar, but it has a slightly different texture. That's going to do the same thing as what we did with the wall. So I'm just going to go in and randomly place a few. Maybe a patch of 3 here. Maybe one more. I'll do 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. And that should be it. Let me go sleep. And I think I like that texture pack because I think it just allows me to do so much more with stone bricks. I think the next step is going to be the wireframe, which is where I outline the walls, so to speak. And I'm going to use stripped spruce for this. I think it looks the best. I usually go with stripped spruce for almost every single build I use. So this is going to be the base layer, and then I think I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then one more, so 5. And then go all the way across. This is usually how I die in my series, or in my worlds, by jumping off pillars when building. So we're going to bring it right back up, and we're going to do this all around the build. So once you finish the wireframing, I like to do the walls. Some people outline the roof first, but I don't know, I just never really, I do that last. So I'm going to start off with some stripped oak, and we're going to build the walls all the way around like that for now. And then I'm going to come back in later and texture it with oak planks. Oak planks and stripped oak logs go pretty well together. They clash a little bit, but it's probably the closest you can get. I might try out some stripped birch. That may look good. I've never done that before though. I'll see you in just a second when I finish these walls. Okay, so I finished the walls, and now is about the time I like to start deciding where I want my doorway and my windows in. Now I built this house prior to this recording session in a separate world, so I already know pretty much where all my stuff is going to go. I think I'm going to move this doorway one more to the right though. And then when you make your doorway, I like to add a little staircase thing right here. And when you put your doors in, it just gives it a little more depth and breaks it up a little bit more. I'm going to put a 1, 2, 3 window here. Some people put staircases along the bottom right here. I don't always do that, but I think I will do it this time. And we'll just, bring it all the way over here, and it gives it more depth. And then you would use window panes instead of full blocks. So if you used full blocks, it would look kind of weird. And that's going to be the front. Come around to the side. I'm going to add something here in just a second, so I'm not going to put any windows there. In the back, I'm not going to put any windows either because it would just be staring at this wall, and I don't want that. Over here, instead, I want 2 windows, one right there, and one right here. I'll have to go get some more oak stairs for this, but you get the general idea. Just pick where you want your windows to go, and if you want, you can add a little more depth by adding staircases. It's not necessary though. You know what, guys? I don't really like this window that much. I think there's too much, or not enough, separation in between them. So I think I'm going to do another 3x2 window here, right in the center, and then maybe break up the sides with another pillar. I think that might look better. Let's just see though. And if you guys are interested in seeing time-lapse builds of bigger projects, or maybe some time-lapse mining or something like that, please do let me know in the comments. I can look into doing that. I haven't been doing it from the start because I'm very new at this, and it's very complicated for me to actually be able to do that. I will look into it if you guys are interested though. So I'm going to put a 3x2. Oh, that's not correct. Window here instead of those two 2x2 windows. And then I'm going to go back in, if I could get them, with some pillars right here. And I think that'll help separate the window from the wall a little bit better. I didn't do that on this side because it would look just kind of weird. Let's make sure that looks, oh, that does not look right. That's the tricky part with these. There we go. And I think that looks pretty good. We'll add a staircase right here. But now I want to... Oh, I have it in my inventory already. I want to add... Like, when you build a plain box, right, it doesn't look very good because it's a box. It doesn't have any... It doesn't look realistic. Most houses have offshoots or little jutouts in them. I want to add one of those. I'm going to start right here and go... Let's see, maybe... 1, 2, 3, 4. And then... 1, 2, 3, 4, right there, and then we'll add another pillar like the other side, and we're going to go back in with the dark oak as the flooring. Let's see, how big is this? This is a 4x4 room. I think this will be our bedroom. We'll have a little bunk bed here, maybe a desk here. And the rest will probably be a kitchen and living room, and then the upstairs... what can the upstairs be? The upstairs will probably be our storage. But we'll do that in the next episode. We'll do the interior in the next episode. We're going to do the exterior today. And just the main building. I'm about to die from jumping off of this. And once you wireframe your little additions, I'm gonna go back in. As you can see, our berries are already almost fully grown. I'm gonna go back in with some spruce stairs and trapdoors to add a little bit more depth. Let me get some really quickly. This step requires a lot of trapdoors. Probably don't have enough, to be honest. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and add a little bit more depth. Once again, depth is really just the key to making a building look good, having multiple different layers. I'm going to put 2 spruce stairs up there, and then bring it all the way down. Not all the way down, I'm going to leave a block of space. We're going to bring it all the way to there. And it looks a little weird with the 2x2. It looks a lot better with a 3x3, but I do still think it works. And I think at the bottom here, I'm going to test out some leaves, maybe? Gives it some greenery. And we'll do it on the other side as well. So you just have some leaves. And the 2x2, or the 2 stairs. This really does take up a lot of trapdoors. I'm gonna have to go make more already. I think this is the last one though. Yeah, I just need 2 more trapdoors. We're not going to be able to put one there, sadly. But I think that makes it look a lot better. Maybe not the leaves. I don't know how I feel about the leaves yet. But let me just make 2 more trapdoors. And we'll finish off that bit. I think the next step is going to be... Let's see. We got to do this wall. And then after, we're going to break this right here so we have an actual entrance. So we got to do these walls. And then next... Let's see, what am I going to do next? Not the roof. We'll add the windows in, and then I think we'll do the roof. The roof is not actually my favorite part in these builds. I have a really hard time with roofs. I'm not sure why. I've just never really been good at getting the shape down. Hopefully I can do it pretty quickly here, though. I have a general idea of what it's supposed to look like right here on this, but I wasn't happy in my creative world with the roof I put on this big 9x9 area. I just didn't think it came out too good. It had a weird shape to it. So I'm going to try and go with something different this time. Let's see, let me just get this last. And once again, I did this wrong because of the way I was facing when I did it. Okay, and then we're gonna punch out a couple windows, I guess. I don't actually want one there. I'll take one right here, though. Let's see, is that gonna look okay? No, it's not. Do I want a 2x2? I don't think I'm gonna do a 2x2. I'll do a 1 right here, and a 1 on the other side, but in the opposite. And that'll make it look decent. I'm gonna go back in with the stairs. I'll have to go craft some more, and we can harvest our farm here. So you just harvest them, and then you run along the outer edge, and it'll collect them. You might have to go along both sides, because they'll end up on other sides. Like that. That gave us 20 already, and we only planted 14. Let's see, what did I need? I needed oak stairs. Let's go back over here and fix these windows. I'll have to smelt up some sand. Oh, I said I didn't want windows back here, actually. Because it's just going to be facing a wall. And I think we'll have a bunk bed right here. And a small desk here. Let's replace this with dark oak again. We'll have a ladder here, a couch here, and a kitchen right there. So let's get some doors and some glass smelted. I think 20 will be fine. Split it into 2 so it's faster. I need doors. I like spruce doors the best. I think they pair well with oak. Gives it some nice contrast. Oh, we'll also have to get the stairs. Place doors there, and this gives it a lot of depth. Let me go get those stone brick stairs. I think we'll do 4 maybe. Might only need 2. Not sure how it'll look, so like that. Yeah, I think that looks better than just 2. And then we'll, yeah, that'll work. You go see how much glass we have now. We have enough to make 16 panes. That should be plenty. 1, 2. There we go. That one was a little harder to place. Yeah, this will be enough. I think we'll have 2 extra. 2 exactly. Inventory gets clogged really easy like this because of all the different variations of items you're making. I think the only thing left to do is going to be the roof. The part I've been dreading all along. Okay, actually, I forgot to come in and texture this, so I'll do that really quickly. Okay, I finished the texturing, and I think that makes it look a little bit better. I'm not that huge of a fan of that combination of blocks, but it's the best we have in the game so far. And tried out the stripped birch. I think it didn't look as good as what we have now, but I think the only thing left is the roof, and we're gonna need some dark oak for this. I like to do mine in the same as I do my floor. I think it matches a lot better. We'll need some stairs. Need a lot more stairs than that, so let's just craft a whole bunch. That should be fine. And some slabs. And here's my leaves. We'll pillar on up. And what you want to do is just kind of find a shape you like. Roofs are pretty self-explanatory. Let's see, can I place a stair here, or is that not? Yeah, I can. I'm kind of just doing my own thing here. Not sure how it's gonna look. That kind of looks weird, but I think we should change it. Maybe not use so many slabs, use a lot more stairs. Okay, so that's already placed. So we go here. Maybe a slab. And then a stair. And that should be around the center, I think. That's the center, maybe. Do the same thing on the other side so it matches up. Do another slab. Let's get down from here really quickly. That looks weird too. I really hate doing roofs, guys. I do not fully understand how to make a good shape with a roof. It's this part that looks weird. Maybe if we go full slabs after that. Slab up. Let's see, grab these. Let me go sleep really quick. Can't fully properly see it with my sword in the way. Let's see. Well, I think that looks better than the last one. I think it needs to be steeper. So I'm gonna go up one more staircase instead. So what is this? So we'll do that. And then we'll have to break these. My axe is gonna break soon. So we'll have one more staircase. And then we'll get some slabs. What did I just do? Okay, I see what I did. I placed it on the side instead of on top. And that messed up the symmetry. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that looks better. I think we're gonna leave it at that for now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna climb back up and figure out something to do with this. I'm gonna bring the stairs over. And I think this one is just gonna be staircases, as long as it doesn't go over the right height. Yeah, I don't think it'll go over the height of the other one. So we'll just do plain staircases for this one. And we'll see how that looks. Oh no, we don't want to do that. We want to... And then we'll do slabs. I think that is right on, or if not, one below. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. I think that looks fine. I think if we did it on this one, though, it would be way too steep. So I'm not going to do it there. Yeah, it looks a couple below. So what we're going to do now is we're going to continue those staircases all the way around, and I'll see you in just a second. So I finished the outline of the roof. I think it looks fine. And now my roof block of choice is going to be copper. I really hope I have enough. I definitely don't have enough. Okay, let's see. I will get as far as I can with this. We're gonna use cut copper. I've only got 20 blocks. Okay, we're not gonna be able to get far at all with this. How much can we make now? 24 blocks. Okay. We'll see what we can do with this for today, and I'll have to finish it off camera. Let's see. I'm gonna make barely any because I don't want to waste. Now let's climb up here, and we're just gonna fill in this empty space. Okay, we're gonna need some more stairs. But we got slabs for now, so I'll fill in these. And this is going to age over time and get a little greenish. Seems like a weird match, but it ends up looking decent enough. And it gives me an excuse to use copper, so. And we'll wax it when it gets to the stage we like. It's going to look a little weird right now with the orange, though. It'll probably age off camera. Let's see, let's make this all into stairs. We're definitely not gonna have enough. I mean, I really underestimated how much I was gonna need. Okay, let's stop right block. I think that's how it's gonna go. Definitely not doing this good enough. My pinky finger has gone numb and I can't feel myself crouching, so this is weird. Okay. Yeah, we grossly underestimated how much we were gonna need. I'm gonna need so much more copper. They have really got to make it easier to find, man. I think in 1.18 they're upping how much drops from one ore. So 1.18 will be a little easier. We will probably... I'm not sure what we'll do when 1.18 comes out for this. We might have to reset. I'm not sure. But you have a general idea of what it'll look like if I get in the right position. Yeah, it'll look like that, but it'll be a little greener. I do want to show off one more thing that I like to do with this little open part right there of the roof. We're gonna, oh, I've used a lot of oak. We're gonna need stripped oak and stripped spruce. Let me make another axe. So I'm gonna climb up here. Okay, never mind, I'm gonna fall. Let me make a little platform. And since there's a spruce here, I'm gonna go oak, skip, like skip every one. Okay, that was the last use. And then we're gonna strip it all. And we'll continue it up. Let's see, that'll go up. That'll go up. This is gonna be uneven, which is gonna look a little more strange. But it looks like that. Now, I really like this. It's probably my favorite blocks to use to fill in there. I think gray wool looks pretty good too. But it's a lot harder to get. Yeah, I really like doing that. Yeah, I think that looks really good. Now, I think I'm gonna have to finish this in the next, before the next episode. Because I just do not, I grossly underestimated the amount of resources I was gonna need to do that roof. So when we come back next episode, the roof will be finished, and I think we'll add some finishing details on the outside. And probably start on the interior. But anyways, guys, that is the end of today's episode. Let me find a good spot for the thumbnail that doesn't look stupid. Let's see. Yeah, doesn't look like the roof isn't finished. That's it for today's episode, everyone. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Goodbye.